All right, Co-Slave, I'm so excited to introduce you to this next guest. I met her, a while ago, maybe even last year, but she is creative, she is kind, and she makes adorable things just like this that you can have in your home. So please welcome Jill Partington to the Co-Slave Couch. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
I'm so excited. So look at all of this. This is kind of your niche. This is what you do. But first, I want to hear about your background, your story. You're not from Delmarva.
Can you tell?
From a little further, right? So, Jill, just tell the people watching first a little bit about you and your background.
Okay, so I'm coming from Manchester in the UK. Came over here 30 years ago now.
Wow.
I come from a family of crafty workers, you know, sewing, knitting, crochet. I picked it up when I was about 15.
Wow.
Stopped for a few years, and then I picked it back up again after I came over here. And I was making basically baby clothes for my friends at the World Bank, where I used to work. And then I discovered a book, Edwards Menagerie, in the UK. Shall I?
Yeah, please.
So this is a photograph from my sofa when I started making these animals. So cute.
They're so cute.
My partner, Craig, knows them all by name. All I have to do is mention the animal and he knows who they are.
Aww.
And that's how I got into making the animals. And I love it.
You're obviously very good at it. I mean, when you came in, I told you, you kind of got me back into crocheting. I was trying it. I wasn't having a lot of luck. And then I met you, and you inspired me. Again, my stuff doesn't look like this just yet, but I'm hoping
you'll get there.
It will eventually. So something like, let's take a look at some of these. So of course we have this small little seagull here. We have an adorable little Grinch. But then there's also, this big octopus in the middle. So how long does something like this take you to make?
Well, the octopus was quite a revelation even for me. That took me around 40 hours.
Love it. I met you when you were making a Pip the Penguin, which is he's up front there with the little snow hat on. You see?
Yes.
Yes.
This is Pip.
And I love that. Can you mind taking his hat off and showing them? How cool is that? It's incredible. And not only do you give your little stuffed animals that you make their own stories, but other people who write are coming to you asking you to bring their stories to life.
Correct. I will actually personalize these as well. If somebody wants a particular one, I get information about their pets' names, family members, and start incorporating them into the stories of the animals. So that's sometimes a challenge, but we get there.
You do. So you did that with Polly, who we have right here.
Correct.
Isn't that right? Okay,
That's
I'll hold
correct.
Up this book.
So this, actually, a friend of mine, Teresa, asked me if I would make a horseshoe crab for her friend, Bill Walton, who wrote this wonderful book, Polly the Horseshoe Crab. And he wrote the book and did all of the illustrations. And this is the underside of the crab. And it's just a very educational book. It helps kids understand what it's like not to be the prettiest one in the room, and it's still okay. And it talks about Polly and trying to get to know the planets a little bit more. Very curious little horseshoe crab.
I love that. Well, we love learning about it, but also I think kids would really enjoy your work. I mean, you have a book for your kid, maybe for Christmas, right? You get them this book for Christmas. How amazing that they have their own Polly to go with their book.
Exactly.
It's just perfect. And something else I want to show off. I want to show off everything because it's unreal to me. But this, for example, I mean, I don't know if you can see this.
It's a work in progress.
No, it's beautiful. But everything is its own separate piece. You knitted presents. You knitted a mouse Santa, mouse reindeer. Look at this. I just think this would make a great gift for kids who can play with these, have fun, and they can't break them because they're soft and squishy.
This is true.
Amazing. So I met you at Shore Marketplace.
Correct.
In Lewis, and I saw some of your amazing work there. Are you still there? Is that where people should go to get some of your stuff?
Exactly. Yes, I'm still at Shore Marketplace. It's only me, so I can only go so fast.
That's okay.
So I make all of these things and I sell them at Shore Marketplace. There's going to be a holiday event actually on the 7th.
Okay.
So people can come in and take a look at them there. And if anybody is interested in something that I've never made before, I love a challenge. Let's take it on.
Yes.
I do want to give a shout out.
Please, yes.
That I follow patterns. I'm not the designer of these things. This is like being in a kitchen and following a recipe and coming out with something fantastic for your friends.
Right.
There are fantastic designers out there, and I follow their patterns, and I shout out to those guys.
Well, you do an incredible job just capturing all the detail. This pirate, I don't know if you guys can tell, he has a mom tattoo. Do you see that? A parrot. There's even a little metal earring in his ear. You've thought of everything. It's really incredible. Before I let you go too, I really would love if you could show off who's next to you.
So I made the queen and I made a little corgi to go with her.
That's just unreal. I mean, I think a lot of people now are going to be watching and they are thinking they want to get these books and the animals for their kids. They maybe want an ornament that their kids can't knock off and break. You know, these really make great gifts. So just one more time, where we can find you, and if you're ever not at Shore Marketplace, is there a way people can get in touch with you?
Yep, they can follow me on my Facebook page,
Okay.
Crafts by Jill. I'm kind of new to Instagram, so we won't go down that road just yet.
That's okay.
But yeah, that's the best way to do it is go through Crafts by Jill or drop into Shore Marketplace. I've obviously got business cards in there. And the bottom line I just want to say here is that it's a tough world right now.
It is.
In many, many ways, for many different people, for many different reasons. And I think if you can take up this kind of hobby, or if my work that I do can bring a little bit of joy into somebody's life, then I've been successful in what I'm doing. It's definitely a labor of love. There's no money to be made in this, guys.
That's true. They definitely encapsulate what Delmarva is all about. You even donated a Rudolph to the Children's Beach House
Correct,
for a
yes.
silent auction. So you really are just what Delmarva is about: creativity, but also kindness and generosity.
Thank you.
Look at his
True.
the little dangles. It's so cute. Well, Jill, it's such an honor to have you here today and to learn more about your art and what you're doing. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Of
Thanks
course.
a lot, Paige.
All right, so don't forget where you can find her. We're going to also have all that information on our website, all right, coastlife.com. So when you're ready to purchase things just like this, you can find it easily. Right now, though, we'll let you go. More Coast Life will be back after this.